Victoria, get ready. On June 20th, Champ Promotions ignites the ring for an electric night of non-stop combat. The stakes have never been higher as we crown a champion in the WBF title fight. Don't just hear about the knockout, witness it live.
Be part of a team. Watch Donnie and Dolly on CHEK or stream anytime on CHEK Plus.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A warning from the province tonight about the BC wildfire season, which is now well underway. Officials say drought levels are concerning and parts of the island are in the danger zone. Dean Stoltz has more.
The BC fire danger map as of noon today doesn't look all that ominous, but warnings from the province are. It says our forests are rapidly drying out and that the south coast, including Vancouver Island, could be in for a dangerous wildfire season.
The current warmth is expected to translate into above average temperatures throughout the next 2 months. These conditions, on top of the ongoing drought, are setting us up for an increase in wildfire activity as we enter the core of our wildfire season.
This is the Nanaimo River fire that started Sunday, and while it was small, the BC Wildfire Service says conditions on the south coast are already worse than they were in 2017, 2018, and 2021, which were particularly bad fire seasons.
The reality is that climate change is rewriting what we consider to be normal in British Columbia.
Vancouver Island is one of the driest places in BC at drought level 3 out of 5 right now. And in the Comox Valley starting next Tuesday, all lawn watering will be banned. It's the earliest watering prohibition ever due to drought here.
While there was a lot of precipitation over the winter, most of it fell as rain, so a very low snowpack combined with that dry conditions since March have led to very low levels in our reservoir.
You can still hand water plants after the 23rd, but no cleaning cars or boats either.
So the community is being asked to conserve water through the stage 3 restrictions, and that will help ensure that we can make it through to the start of the rains again.
The snowpack is next to nothing in the Beaufort Range, just west of the Comox Valley, where melting snows usually keep the Comox Reservoir fuller for longer. But this is another tough year. BC Hydro is reducing flows from the lake down the Puntledge River next week as well, part of a balancing act between saving water in the reservoir and letting enough through the dam downriver for salmon migration this summer.
It's been a dry stretch. Total cumulative inflows for April were 52% of normal. May was 35% of normal. And June is tracking to be 21% of normal. June being the lowest on 64 years of record.
And inflows to the reservoir are predicted to be 35% of normal from June to September. No relief in sight.
Well, Port Alberni firefighters were responding to a fire on a historic train car this afternoon. Alberni Pacific Railway posting on Facebook that its 1930s Comox logging cruise speeder was deliberately set on fire and it's completely gutted. This is the latest incident that has hit the group of volunteers who have spent thousands of hours restoring the Port Alberni train and Alberni Pacific Railway, offering weekend trips. But in recent months, they've been hit by repeated attacks. Well, a day after a fire broke out in Canada's oldest temple in Victoria's Chinatown, fire crews are reporting significant damage to both the structure and artifacts, and a business has also been displaced. Corey Sidaway reports.
The day following a fire in Canada's oldest Chinese temple, the music in Chinatown plays on. Monday afternoon, smoke started spilling out of the temple's roof, a fire that crews were quick to take out, but not without consequence.
The top floor, the room of origin, did sustain extensive fire damage.
The building's like 120 years old.
Canada's oldest Chinese temple was largely saved, but some pieces of history dating back to the 1800s may be lost.
But we do know that there were several artifacts that were housed in the temple that did sustain fire damage, and unknown if they'd be able to be salvaged or replaced at this time.
In a statement, Tam Kung Temple's board president says they're devastated. Victoria Fire says the temple will likely need an extensive overhaul The lower floor, home to a local business, Smoking Lily, is closed indefinitely due to collateral water damage. But in a post online, the owners say they're still doing orders through their online shop and their Wharf Street studio.
We were able to get the majority of the belongings out of that business before they were damaged by the water.
No one was hurt in the fire, and crews say they've determined it was accidental, but the source and cause are still under investigation. In the meantime, this national historic site, a building of tremendous significance for the Chinese community and a big part of Victoria's heritage, tries to pick up the pieces.
Well, a follow-up to a story we brought you last night about sharp metal spikes, also known as caltrops, being scattered on trails and roads popular with mountain bikers and dog walkers in the Comox Valley. RCMP say they have received multiple reports of the spikes in the region over the last few weeks, which has led to a number of flat tires, and they're worried the situation could get worse.
It's created a concern for us in regards to public safety. We don't want people driving around the roads, the trails, what have you, and running the risk of getting these flat tires. It could cause a danger to people, to animals, anybody in the area that could hurt themselves.
And if you do find a spike, RCMP are asking you to give them a call. The Nanaimo Port Authority says it has plans to improve security after another tugboat was broken into on a secured dock. Kendall Hansen has more on just how easy it is to break in.
A thief is looking through a tugboat on the Nanaimo waterfront after breaking in early Monday morning. What he's looking for is unclear as he spends a lot of time going through drawers as he drinks some beer he finds on board and later appears to smoke something from a crack pipe. The boat's owner says fortunately this time the boat didn't suffer any damage.
Everything has been gone through. Every cupboard, everything that unscrews or screws down has been unscrewed, like to the point where he was into my navigation light lids. What the hell they're looking for, these guys, I don't know.
Nanaimo RCMP say they arrested a suspect near the boat based on the video surveillance, and he's been released pending a future court date with 3 conditions: to stay away from the boat, stay away from Cameron Island, and not to possess any weapons.
From the last break-in, I've learned lots about our legal justice system, and unfortunately, yeah, they're just out on the street immediately doing their thing. Unfortunately, the police can't do anything. Their hands are kind of tied.
In February, someone else broke into the tugboat. The suspect was on board for hours, drinking, even having a shower, before the RCMP's emergency response team convinced the suspect to come out. 44-year-old Marcel Fontaine was charged and remains in custody after 2 alleged breaches. In the most recent break-in, video shows the suspect coming from the far end of a Port of Nanaimo security fence, which, as you can see, doesn't take a lot of effort to get around. Andrew Reynolds says its clear security needs to improve.
The gates that are there now are basically glorified ladders, as I refer to them. It's just keeping that elderly person in a walker out is all the system's doing right now.
The Port of Nanaimo says it's assessing the circumstances of this incident to identify opportunities for improvement. And besides additional patrols, it's taking further measures, including enhancements to access control, infrastructure, and surveillance to help deter unauthorized access. Reynolds says he's willing to help the Port Authority find a solution to improve security and ensure break-ins like this one become much more unlikely.
Well, nearly 4 years after he was defeated by now Mayor Scott Goodmanson, Stu Young is running to be Langford Mayor again. Young made it official at a campaign launch tonight. 4 years ago, Goodmanson, an independent political newcomer, received 54% of the votes, edging out Young, who had been Langford's mayor for 30 years. Young says his primary election issues are affordability, public safety, and a lack of recreational facilities for young people. Well, possible plans for the future of Oak Bay Marina were revealed last night. Council did not make a decision, but heard from 2 groups interested in operating the marina after the current lease expires at the end of 2027. Oak Bay Marine Group's proposal focused on improvements like a new restaurant, a sauna and wellness center. The other group, a partnership between Songhees and Esquimalt nations, is pitching a vision featuring Indigenous art, food offerings, and community gathering spaces. Council can now ask for more information, launch negotiations, or choose not to proceed with any proposal. The City of Colwood and its unionized employees have reached a tentative agreement. CUPE Local 374 voted 92% in favor of strike action last week after negotiations broke down over health-related leaves and wages. Bargaining began in December. Details of the tentative deal will be released once it's been ratified. Well, the Downtown Victoria Business Association's annual report is out, providing a snapshot of how downtown is faring this year in some of the key issues facing businesses. Mary Griffin has more on what the association lists as its top priorities.
In its annual report, the Downtown Victoria Business Association's 1,800 members see many positive signs.
Since last year, the city took some very quick steps to address some of the safety concerns our members raised.
In 2025, the city implemented its $10.3 million community safety and well-being plan to reduce public disorder in the core. But businesses say there are still three key issues: the lack of parking, vandalism, and their biggest concern, open drug use. Bray says the association is calling for the relocation of Victoria's supervised consumption site on the 900 block of Pandora.
Downtown has done its job. We've done it for years. It's now time for other parts of the capital region to take on some of these services, and not the commercial business district or the residents that call downtown their home.
The mayor says the city is working with Island Health to manage the facility so it's less disruptive.
They own the land and the building, and they are providing the service. We support that service, let me be clear, but there is definitely a conversation to be had about how to do it better.
In a statement, Island Health says it's working with police, bylaw, and partners to improve and adapt the way it delivers health services to mitigate impacts in the Pandora area. But drug use isn't the only concern being raised. The report also highlights issues with driving and parking. The association is calling for all discretionary roadwork to be suspended, including the addition of bus lanes along Douglas Street.
We're also asking for BC Transit to place a hold on any future planned bus-only lanes into the downtown core. That includes from Discovery Street into Belleville and the potential closure of Blanchard Street from Belleville to Humboldt.
But transit advocates say that suggestion is outdated.
Honestly, I was really surprised. It's on Douglas Street, so many people are walking. The majority of people on Douglas Street are walking or taking transit. It's not even close.
4 weeks ago, the Birdman restaurant opened on Johnson Street. Beverage manager Dave Poulter says they're betting on a safer, busier downtown.
I think in general, downtown Victoria is a pretty safe and wonderful place to be.
While downtown continues to attract visitors and new businesses, the report suggests there's still a ways to go for people to feel safer in their city.
I'm Tess Van Stratton, and your full island forecast is coming up soon. But first, here's a look at weather around the world. Sunny and 31 in beautiful Barcelona, Spain. 32 with lots of sunshine in Malta's historic capital of Valletta. And a breezy but sunny 27 down under in Townsville, Australia.
Weather around the world is brought to you by ComSense Cabinets. Designed for your space, built for your life.
We live here, we work here.
And we care about getting your move right.
You Move Me provides big-hearted service.
With friendly, uniformed, professional movers.
A stress-free move is within your reach.
Book your best move ever at youmove.me.com.
Power your future with OceanVolt. We're leading the charge with our fully electric fleet and tools, providing solar panels, EV chargers, and battery storage, keeping your home powered day and night. OceanVolt, your clean energy experts.
There are plenty of reasons to go, and plenty of ways Jeep can get you there. Because this Jeep Compass delivers 200 horsepower, and the roads don't have to be paved with class-exclusive capability. Because premium comfort comes with you in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the right technology keeps you connected, even when you're off the map. Get up to $7,500 in total incentives on the 2026 Jeep Compass, or get 0% financing up to 84 months on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, our best offer of the year.
This is Stephanie's closet. This makes Stephanie think ironing is fun. Sometimes. This is a smart drawer, a space designed by California Closets, a company built on listening to Stephanie and you. Schedule your free design consultation now.
Today's Dodgecast is going to be hot, really hot, with a 100% chance of sizzling summer savings.
Dodge delivers.
Your local Vancouver Island furniture store with the very best in quality, selection, and customer experience. It's worth the drive to Dodds.
Now's a great time to set goals to reach your financial success. Maybe you want to make a few updates to your home or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing. How would you use $80, $280, or even $2.8 million? Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca.
Don't worry, I got this, everyone.
High in protein and made with 100% Canadian milk, Black Diamond cheese strings, a good source of fun.
Morning, James.
A good day's work means helping Dana find everything he needs for his customer's new fence, checking off the list for Marcel's new paint project, and assisting Brent to stock plumbing parts for his apartment complex. Being independent means listening to our customers and stocking those hard-to-find products. For those who wish they'd come here first, Castle Building Centers, proudly independent.
The Alberni Valley Rescue Squad was called late Sunday to help two hikers, including a youth and their injured dog, in a remote area along the popular trail. Rescuers found the pair cold, out of water, and unprepared to spend the night outdoors. The situation was further complicated by the injured dog. They were all brought out to safety, including AVRS members carrying the roughly 75-pound dog. Well, earlier tonight, our Ed Bain and Jeff King on the team that set out for the end-to-end relay ride starting at the CHEK bike store. The team of riders will pedal 1,000 kilometers from Victoria to Port Hardy and back nonstop for 48 hours. The relay efforts is helping to raise money for the Island Kids Cancer Association. In last year's first end-to-end ride, more than $110,000 was raised. And teams are making the grueling 1,200-kilometer trek on the water from Washington State to Alaska without a single engine in sight. They're making a pit stop in Victoria, including one person on a paddleboard. Here's Eden Chipperfield.
At high noon tomorrow, 66 teams from around the world will be setting sail from Victoria towards the finish line, Ketchikan, Alaska.
What is Race to Alaska? It's no engines, it's no support along the way, it's contending with whatever comes at you. It's adventure.
With no engines allowed, participants in sailboats, kayaks, rowboats, canoes, even a paddleboard have to make the 1,200-kilometer journey using only their own power.
You have to have pedal drives on the back for the most part, or oars, or whatever other kind of propulsion they have, and so they'll spend months and months building these contraptions to push their boat with no engine.
The race kicked off in Port Townsend, Washington 2 days ago, sailors sprinting towards Victoria across the strait to Juan de Fuca. Competitors were given 36 hours to complete the phase. 4 didn't make it. With phase 2 still to come, the race is already proving grueling.
A lot of the teams, they got caught in a bad flood tide, and they were out there for 10, 12, 15, one of them 23 hours to get across. And they've all just been icing their legs and arms for the last 36 hours. Huge amount of endurance.
One racer is Eric Strickler, who's been looking to join the race for over a decade and now is doing so on a paddleboard.
I mean, I'll stand most of the time. When things get really squirrely and unsteady, I've got kind of a system to kneel on a pad and some other pads behind me to allow me to sit and still make some progress in really challenging conditions.
Strickler will be guided by the way of the tide, sleeping when most appropriate, day or night.
I haven't napped on the paddleboard yet, though I think I could. But I'll be sleeping on land, so I have a ultralight tent, and then some of these pads that I have it propped on right now.
First place will take home a prize of $10,000, while second place will get a set of steak knives. But Weigel says the real reward is watching the teamwork and camaraderie.
And it's actually a lot of fun watching all these teams come together over the years. A lot of friendships get made. And year after year, we see different teams coming together, becoming new teams.
Teams who now have an incredibly difficult journey ahead, but it's the spirits of these savvy seafarers that keep this annual race afloat.
I'm Tess Van Stratton with your island forecast. So North Island partly cloudy tonight, then clearing for you tomorrow morning, mainly sunny after that. Wind from the northwest 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour, particularly by the water. Then into that sunshine Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well, before you have a mix of sun and clouds Sunday, and then clouding over for Monday, but a very stable stretch and a dry stretch as well. Similar story for the Central Island. How's this for a forecast? Sun, sun, and more sun. It definitely feels like a summer forecast. These temperatures are for East Island locations by the water, so inland areas will be warmer than this after a few clouds tonight and gusty conditions by the Strait of Georgia in particular, up to 70 kilometers an hour. Again, those winds kick up from the northwest, 30 to 50 kilometers an hour tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, sunny and warmer on Thursday and Friday. That stretch continues through the weekend and into next week. Some nice warm overnight lows as well. For the South Island, we're dry for at least the next 10 days, possibly 2 weeks or longer till the end of June. We're looking at clear skies tonight, windy conditions, particularly by Juan de Fuca Strait, up to 80 kilometers an hour there. And then another potentially windy day for some areas tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, highs around 22, but areas by the water where those winds tend to blow onshore that are cooler spots, only 17 degrees is the high. Warmer conditions in the mid-20s Thursday with lots of sunshine, partly sunny for Friday, and then more sunshine Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
The Canadian dollar was down to 71.45 US. The TSX was up nearly 114 points. The Dow added about 329. The Nasdaq was down around 308. Gold increased 280 an ounce, and oil shed 417 to 75.27 a barrel.
Time to ride on the flip side.
Flip side, weekdays at noon on CHEK.
In my opinion, Vancouver Island is tailor-made for the use of electric vehicles. Our demographics, our topography, the average kilometer usage, all of these things lend themselves very well to driving an electric vehicle, and Victoria is the perfect market for it. It is, I believe, the future. If people aren't quite there yet, we have a number of hybrid or plug-in hybrid options. If you haven't considered Kia Victoria, I would say come see it for yourself. You're going to be impressed with the people that you meet and impressed with the product.
Charlie's having a friend over.
Aww.
Yo, we brought chips. Just a few more kids.
Enjoy.
You know we can see you, right?
Teens might not care if you protect your home, but we do. Claims-free homeowners save more. Just one of many ways TD Insurance helps you save. It's how we're making insurance more human.
Black Friday is back at the Brit. Friday, for one day, get 65% off sofas when you buy the matching love seat or chair and get free local delivery. Plus, take 4 years to pay with no interest. The Brit, saving you more.
Romeo's is proud to be serving Victoria and Vancouver Island for over 40 years. If you can't come to Romeo's, Romeo's will deliver to you.
300 Romeo's pizzas delivered right now.
Whoa, it's Romeo's, proud sponsor of people who love to eat.
Gila Kesla. For thousands of years, our people have looked after this land and the surrounding areas. We, a part of the Muskamauk, Zawadenoch, invite you to join us on a journey into the Great Bear Rainforest. Traveling with Seawolf Adventures provides a different perspective, a different depth to the experience. We love sharing our own stories and connecting to the landscapes and the animals. Gila Kesla.
With the Tacoma, you can be sure to earn your Saturdays off grid. But come Sunday, you can also earn that Best Dad mug. There's a Toyota that powers every adventure. Get yours at your local dealer today.
Learning to drive is a team sport. With hands-on training, the latest technology, and of course, practice, practice, practice. You can stay ahead of the curve. Joan Wallace Driving School.
The
plate. 2 on, 2 down. Ground ball to the hole at short.
The Nanaimo Night Owls opening a series in Corvallis, Oregon, and Zia Chang's single gives the Owls a 1-0 lead. The Knights scored 3 in the second, but now a 1-run game in the sixth, and a wild pitch allows the Owls' Bo Musser to come home from third. Same at bat for Ethan Reynolds, who hit a 4-hit game against Wenatchee on Sunday. He cracks his second double and third hit of the night, and another run scores, but they are now tied at 10 in the 11th. Well, there's a big boxing event happening this weekend in Colwood. The main event features a heavyweight bout, but as Jordan Cunningham reports, don't sleep on the undercard.
It's one thing to be bashful outside the ring.
Okay.
What's worse, TV interviews or stepping in the ring?
Oh, absolutely TV interviews.
But Kiana Inoa is a different kind of bashful once she climbs inside. As in full of bash.
Don't be fooled, she will punch your face in.
Oh, yes.
Around the city, word is out. Saturday night at the Q Center in Colwood, there's a fight card. Kiana's on the poster, focused on her second pro fight, the first in her hometown.
We're so excited. Fighting at the Q Center. This is like a 20-year-long dream.
A 20-year dream that started right around the time she did her first TV interview.
When was the last time you were on local TV?
Lucky for us, we were able to find it.
Yes, I'm very excited and I'm proud of myself.
Not so lucky for her. Kiana isn't one to stroll down memory lane, cute as it might be. This story aired in 2006 when she beat a bunch of boys for provincial bragging rights. Her mom, Michio, was in her corner then, as was her coach, Jason Height.
Back when he had hair.
Both still are today. Moms, of course, are famed multitaskers, and Michio plays multiple roles.
She's my mom, right? She wants to take care of me, but on the other hand, she's my coach. She has to beat the crap out of me, you know?
To be fair, they beat it out of each other. In a country that puts puck parents on pedestals, with all due respect, hockey parents aren't stepping in front of any slap shots. But this mom absorbs it all. Then come Saturday, she'll watch from the corner while Kiana gets hit.
I will be right by side, and then I will fight with her.
I don't think that's allowed.
In her heart.
Oh. Saturday's opponent is a mixed martial artist from Mission. Her name is Ashley Smash City Watkins, but Kiana doesn't do any homework on other fighters.
You haven't even YouTubed?
No.
But Michio has, and she'll have her prepared come 7 o'clock Saturday. As for how she wants this thing to go down,
obviously, knockout would be pretty sick.
Regardless of outcome,
I am beyond proud.
And while it's not always the easiest thing for a parent to watch,
couldn't she have played soccer or something?
They wouldn't change it.
No.
For the world.
Well, the legend of Lionel Messi growing tonight in Kansas City at the FIFA World Cup. The 38-year-old football icon was in vintage form tonight, scoring a hat-trick in Argentina's 3-0 win over Algeria, moving into a tie with Germany's Miroslav Klose for most World Cup goals with 16. Messi also joined Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo as the only men to score in 5 World Cups. Victoria Harbour Cats starting an exhibition series tonight at Royal Athletic Park against the Redmond Dudes. That's up next with Harbour Cats in 30. That's it for us. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.
Harbour Cats Baseball is Victoria's hottest summer entertainment. Single game tickets on sale now. See you at the game. Wilson's Group Stadium at Royal Athletic Park.
Things feel hard right now. That's why we're introducing the new Van City.
You get the next one.
To build a brighter future. For you and for everyone. So join us.
See, buddy? Sitting on your life jacket? Better visibility for a seafaring captain.
I don't know, Dad. You look kind of wobbly.
He's watching your every move.
Dad? Dad?
Don't teach him that safety is optional.
Dad? Dad?
Right. Be the captain he thinks you are. Always wear your life jacket. Visit lifesaving.bc.ca for more.
Everything seemed okay. I thought maybe my helmet got the worst of it.
but I went in just in case. There were a lot of other patients in the ER, but they insisted on running tests. I felt fine, but the nurses wanted to keep an eye on me. That's when they found the brain bleed. I didn't realize it was an emergency. Thankfully, the nurses did.
Hi everyone, I'm David Foster, and this August I'm coming home to Victoria, and you're all invited. Please join me and some very special friends in the Inner Harbor as we celebrate 40 years of the David Foster Foundation. It's going to be a free, unforgettable night of music. It's our way of saying thank you to this incredible community and to the families we've supported together. Come on out and enjoy some incredible performances celebrating inspiration and resilience. Watch CHEK for more details, and I will see you this August.